pro boxing fans here with double Olympic champion and now the WBO Flyweight Women's World Champion, Miss Nicola Adams. Nicola, how are you keeping today?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Good, good. With the injury to Machino, you've been elevated from the interim champion to the full world champion. I guess it was kind of a strange feeling not actually fighting for the belt and going through the blood, sweat and tears to actually get your hands on that strap. Tell me about your initial emotions and thoughts when you got the call.
Yeah, it was. I was obviously happy at the time because I was champion, but I really wanted to fight for it as well. So I was a little bit disappointed too because everybody wants to get in there and fight and be like, yes, have that victory moment when you hold the belt in the air and you're like, I'm champion. But it wasn't meant to be that way. But on the 27th of September, I'll be able to do that, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Moving on, first woman that could be fighting for a world title at Royal Albert Hall, potentially the first woman to be unifying the titles, maybe against Nicola, I think her name is, IBF champion at Royal Albert Hall, making more history after your decorated amateur career. I mean, talk to me about how much history you're making. Talk to me about what it would mean to unify the titles at an iconic venue like Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, it'd mean everything to me. I love creating history. I feel like every time I compete and box, I'm creating history just as I go. So it's definitely a thing that helps me create goals for myself and gives me something to aspire to. So it really makes me work hard, knowing that I can achieve so much, and there's so much more yet to be done.
What do you know about the Argentine Yudica? Do you know what she brings? Have you seen much of her?
Yeah, we've seen a few videos of her. We know she comes to fight. She's not going to want to let go of a title that easily. She's defended a title, I think it's either 8 or 9 times already. So, we know she's got the heart in there to dig deep and get the victory. So, I'm working towards a tough fight. I'm going in there into training, knowing that it's going to be a hard fight, but I'm confident that I can come away with the win.
I just want to reflect a little bit on your professional career so far. First of all, you obviously, as we've spoken about, a decorated amateur defending your Olympic medal, gold medal on one occasion. How difficult is it to shake off some of the amateur traits that are so ingrained in what you do and moving into the professional ranks? How have you sort of coped with that?
Yeah, it's been really tough, but I think having very good trainers around me, it's been made a lot easier. They're there watching me all the time when I'm on the bags, when I'm sparring. They're correcting me on my faults all the time, so it makes it a lot easier and helping me forward to getting things exactly right how they should be.
Frank mentioned in the press conference that you've been sparring Kid Galahad for the last decade by the sounds of it. Talk to me about obviously sparring Galahad and what have you learnt from sort of dealing with operators like that?
Oh, I've learnt loads, learning how to slow my feet down, when to accelerate and put the pressure on your opponent, knowing when to just move around and take it easy. There's a lot more that goes into the boxing in the pros than in the amateurs, which I once thought it can't be that much different, but there's a lot to learn.
We also saw a tweet put out by yourself the other day, maybe hinting that Tokyo 2020 could be something you're potentially interested in. Just a tease?
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm a person that always says that I never want to say no, so who knows?